What's up guys, today we're playing some Mono Blue Lantern. Last week I put out a poll on my YouTube and artifact decks, as you can see, won out. So if you're not following my YouTube channel, feel free. You get access to the community and you can voice your vote here. So since artifact decks won the poll, we're playing some Lantern. I wanted to mix things up a little bit. So instead of playing our usual Abzan or black-green, we're trying Mono Blue. So there was a list that 5-0'd with Mono Blue. I took that list and kind of added, and there was a Mono Blue list that 5-0'd, so I took that list and I kind of made it my own. I didn't want to change too many things because I kind of wanted to see how it played out, but I did change some numbers around, change some sideboard, but we'll go over that. So for our land base, we have Academy Ruins. This card lets us put any artifact from our graveyard onto the top of our deck. So if we're self-milling with Codex Shredder and we have Academy Ruins out, it's pretty much like we get to draw for free. We have one Inventor's Fair. This lets us tutor up any artifact we need. We have one Otawara, it's just a flexible card. You should always play this in any blue deck for the most part. One T-West, this will let us search up Urza Saga or any utility land that we need at the time. And then we have 4 Urza Saga, which as you know is the best card in the deck. And then lastly, we have 15 islands, which is crazy, but we have 15 islands and then we have 1 Misty Rainforest. This is so if we do have Crucible of Worlds active, we can just Misty Crack, and just get all our islands out. So speaking of Crucible of Worlds, the cool thing about running one of these is that we have 4 Whir of Inventions. We have a lot of utility land. So if we crack Inventor's Fair, we can play it again with Crucible, same with Saga. So because we have Crucible of Worlds, we can use Inventor's Fair and Urza Saga and Misty Rainforest over and over again to get that value. And our 1 slots, we're trying 4 Preordain. Preordain was just unbanned, so obviously we're jamming it in any deck we can. So for our Lantern package, we have our usual 4 Shredder and 4 Lantern and 1 Pixis. For our flex spots, we're running 2 Needles, 1 Shadow Spear, 1 Soul God Lantern, and 1 Cookbook. In my latest versions, I haven't been running Shadow Spear, but because this version is kind of Saga focused, I want to have Shadow Spear just as like an additional trample, lifelink, just kind of beef up our tokens because that's going to be our main win con. And since we're using constructs as one of our win cons, we have Underworld Cookbook, which empties our hand for Ensnaring Bridge, makes our constructs bigger, and makes food tokens just in case we play against burn. We can get that incidental life gain out of the food. But mostly it's just to boost up our constructs and empty our hand for bridge. We have 1 Soul Guide Lantern for graveyard decks. We're playing Soul Guide instead of Relic because it exiles the opponent's graveyard and it doesn't target our own, so that way we can still Shredder and Academy Ruin. I'm running 2 Pithing Needle. There's so many things that need to be needled. There's Boseiju, Teferi, Ren and 6, just so many things, especially destroy our deck. So I'm running 2. Sometimes you can run 1, 2, 1 in the side, but I want 2 main right now. So because we're Mono Blue, we're playing Counterspell. In the past, any kind of Counterspell has been frowned upon because if this gets stuck in your hand and you don't have Underworld Cookbook and you have Ensnaring Bridge out, it's just a mess. So we're trying Counterspell, we're trying Metallic Rebuke, so 8 Counterspells. If worse comes to worse, we can always counter our own spell, but hopefully it doesn't come to that. We have our 4 Ensnaring Bridge. Again, we said Saga is the best card in the deck. Ensnaring Bridge is the best card in the deck as well. Once we get the lock, we get Ensnaring Bridge down, and hopefully it's game over from there. We have 1 Crucible of Worlds. Again, this is for the utility lands. It's a Whir of Invention target, and it's just pretty flexible in this type of shell. And then speaking of 4 Whir of Invention, this will let us get any artifact out of our deck at instant speed, which is awesome. So end of your opponent's turn, you can Whir. Maybe you need a map, maybe you need another Shredder, maybe you need a bridge. It's a very flexible card, and typically it's very difficult to run because it's triple blue, but again, because we're Mono Blue, we have the islands to run it. For our sideboard, we have a good amount of 1-ofs and just very flexible cards, especially because we're running Whir of Invention to go fetch them. So we have 1 Tormod's Crypt for graveyard decks, Welding Jar for protection, 2 Spell Skites, one of my favorite cards, extra protection, blocks really well, redirects, just a pain for opponents. 1 Torpor Orb for ETB effects, Stamping Sphere for big mana, Tron, combo decks, Stonebrain for combo decks, Tron, anything we want to get rid of that's just a 1 of like Archon, anything like that. 2 Dismember. This is mostly for scam. You can bring it in against like Ragavan decks or just anything with early aggression that's not burn. 1 Chalice of the Void. This is for Cascade. Elixir. This is for burn, and if we run into mill somehow. 1 Fluster. This is for control decks, Cascade decks. And then 3 Land of Sanctities. This is just like a pretty solid card overall. We're going to run into like Thoughtseize decks and then maybe run into burn and we get to leyline them out. So overall, this is my adjustment version of Mono Blue Lantern. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get in the gameplay. All right, welcome to match 1. We're on the play and we're going to keep this hand. So we have 3 lands. We have like turn 1 Preordain, Shredder, hold up Counterspell. We have 2 Counterspells. It's solid. I think for this kind of deck right now, I think it's solid. We can build what we need right now with Preordain. We can take off upkeep stops for now. We're definitely going to want them at some point. So we'll play turn 1 Preordain. Do we want a Whir? I think we want both of these. So we'll top, draw the island and pass. We want the triple blue at least. We want to make our land drops for the counterspells. And then maybe Whir will get a lantern or a bridge. I play Verdant Catacombs, which makes me think we're getting Thoughtseized immediately. I play Thoughtseize. What do they take here? Like Shredder, probably? Counterspell, just straight up Counterspell. Okay. So we know we're drawing Whir here. We also put Whir second, just in case we got Thoughtseized. I mean, it might not have been the worst thing, but we're definitely not going to mill them because they could be a Tarmogoyf deck. All right, they play Windswept Heath, mill themselves. I also don't want to blind mill myself yet until we get Academy. You could argue some people just do it blindly, but I don't want to get rid of anything that I might need. Play Godless Shrine, and they exile. So they exile my Shredder, which is annoying. We can't get that back. We'll mill ourselves once, I guess. Pexis. Okay, that's fine. Lantern. Okay. So play Island, play out Lantern. We'll hit their... I don't think it'll matter, but we'll hit their ending here. So we have Rebuke up and now at least. And then if they are a graveyard deck, we have this Lantern to kind of slow them down. Another. So they're doing this now, I'm assuming because they have a spell and they don't want to get rebuked. I think I'm just going to draw a card here. Their graveyard's not like big enough. Ensnaring Bridge, okay. So hopefully they just play a land and a creature or something. Just a land and pass, okay. Another Whir. All right, we're just gonna slam Bridge here. Nice, okay. So Bridge lands. Usually decks don't have a main deck way of getting out of this unless they have a Boseiju. So the sooner we can get a Needle down on Boseiju. Ooh, Shieldred is going to be a problem. That doesn't care about Bridge. All right, so the only way to beat Shieldred is if we can get Constructs down. But what's annoying is that we already played our Bridge and this is just going to slowly kill us. Maybe we can like Otawara at some point. All right, we're going to play Shredder. I think we're gonna have to get Map. I think for a Saga. I think we need Saga and then we need Shadow Spear, I think. Because this is just going to kill us, which is really annoying. So this is just green. I mean, they're playing Godless Shrine, so I guess it's just Abzan. Oh, they marched the Bridge. Okay, well, I mean, they know we have Rebuke, right? I guess we just counter this. I'm trying to think like maybe we like let that go. Let's see what they have. They know we have this. So the fact that they did that, we could always Whir for another Bridge, but I really want, and I'm not going to mill myself just in case. Cookbook. Okay. That's decent because we can gain 3 life. We might just start milling them. So if we can Cookbook just to kind of save our life here. We're down on clock a little bit. So now we just have to play a little faster because they're able to just play land and pass and we're plays that we can do here. So we have to think on their turn. Grist is another issue. So we can't, if we mill them, then they just activate and we die. Yeah, and I'm not gonna get rid of this or like, yeah, I'm not gonna, okay, we get to gain 1 at least each time. Probably gonna have to just pass and hold up Whir Counterspell. Okay, guess we'll just auto yield to that. Or, yeah, this is gonna be awkward because Grist is gonna kill us. We need a Saga. So this Whir is going to go get a map, I guess. They draw a card. Yeah, this is going to be awkward. And this is where we bring in Dismembers too. So I don't know. We can die to Grist. Oh, they have Solitude. Okay, so this is just like Solitude, Ephemerate stuff. And Thalia. Okay. Let's see. Creatures and then enter tapped whenever attacks. Creatures and non-basic lands. Okay. All right. We're going to Whir for 1 here. I mean, we could just Whir for Needle, to be honest. To shut off Grist. Can Whir for Lantern to kind of slow them down a little bit. I don't think... And they might just have like removal for our stuff. I'm just going to get Lantern, I think. All right. Dam doesn't do anything. All right. Need upkeep. Stops now. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. I messed up the yields and skip my turn. All right. We get hit for 3, I guess. Oh, they have Beseech. Okay. So this is... just like Beseech, like Ring, Shieldred stuff. All right, we're going to mill that. Restless Cottage is just the land. I guess we will, just Whir for 1? Or I guess we're just going to get Pithing Needle, to be honest. And Needle Grist. Drawing another, I don't want to draw another Counterspell, so I'm going to mill that. Saga, that's a great draw. All right, 2 lose 1. And then we're also drawing Map, which is nice. I feel like we're just going to have to set up our board. So that comes in tapped, but we don't care about that. So we're going to mill, what do they have here? Takanuma, okay. Help us out a little bit. They return Siege Rhino. Okay, so we're definitely going to counter Siege Rhino. See, we're going to counter Siege Rhino, discard Island, and make a food. Inquisition, that's fine. Going to take 3. Yeah, this is going to be awkward. Counter Siege Rhino. As funny as that sounds in like this era, right? Discard here and then eat a food. All right, so we're going to stabilize here, I think. I'm assuming they just have a bunch of removal in hand. All right, play Map, and then we'll pass. We could crack Map, but I kind of want to make a construct here. All right, they can draw the Inquisition because we don't care about that. We'll probably mill their Bowmasters out. Actually, do we care about making... They're at 31. We might just try to mill them at this point. Yeah, at this point, we should have just... I mean, we could always Academy Actually, I'm just going to get a Saga. I'm not going to think about it. Okay, cool. We have Crucible too. So now we have unlimited things. We have to play a little faster again because we're at 17 minutes here. But now we have Saga to, all right, we'll float. Oh, there's a Whir too. Go get another Shredder. Play out our land. It comes in tapped. We don't care. All right, now we're like decently set. Play out Crucible. All right, and then we'll pass. So now we're like set. So now we can just cookbook, gain life, and we're going to gain more life than lose with Shieldred here. So as long as they don't have like Boseiju, which they would have used already on Ensnaring Bridge, we're assuming they're sitting on like a bunch of fatal pushes and stuff. So we're just going to mill them. Thoughtseize, draw, going to discard, eat the food, pass. And then we'll yield till next end step, and we're just going to do this over and over again. Opponent's not going to concede, but they're going to mill out. So we have the lock. Vindicate. Ooh, that's a good one to know about. Ensnaring Bridge. All right, we'll float that. Go get another Shredder. Discard bridge. Eat food. And then pass. They draw a land. They play the land, and then they pass. I'm assuming again. So again, they're officially locked out. In paper, I would probably be like, you should probably concede. All right, we draw a Whir. Discard Whir. Food token. Probably we'll play out Saga. We probably don't even need to play it, but I mean, we don't need to play it in terms of like eating up time, but opponent's going to make us do this a bunch of times. So they do this at their upkeep. It's another land. We don't care. Oh, end step. Oh, the One Ring. Yeah, so they're playing Beseech for the One Ring and Shieldred. All right, we draw the island, lose 2, discard, and just pass. There are 16 cards left. So we're just going to keep doing this over and over again. But again, you'll find these opponents that just won't concede even though they're locked out. But it is what it is. All right, we're just going to mill them again. Mill them again. Oh, I'm going to pass just in case. Because they could draw with Silent Clearing, and I don't want them to draw Prismatic Ending on bridge. It shouldn't truly matter. All right, we'll float a mana here. We'll get Lantern just in case. Saga. All right, we'll mill them. See if they want to draw with Clearing here. Mill them again. They draw a land. Oh my god. They have main deck Crime Punishment? That's absurd. That just like wipes our entire board. Vindicate. Oh shoot, I played a land. I should have played Saga. All right, we don't want them to have Vindicate, so we're going to have them shuffle. They play Solitude out. All right, I'm just gonna eat a food. Do fair as well, but so they're gonna draw this forest here. Another Vindicate. That's one reason to play out the second bridge. All right, and they pass. Draw Saga. We're gonna mill this. Witherbloom command. Mill that. So they're trying to get rid of. I mean, that would only get rid of like the Lantern if they. We'll play out Saga again. We could cookbook it, but it's whatever. We're just trying to play for clock here. Because we have to take all the game actions. We're 5 minutes down, which is really annoying. All right, end step, Bowmasters. Now they concede. Jeez. All right, well, Leylands are coming in, Dismember's coming in. We only have 13 minutes because we had to, like, that was the fastest we could do that too for the most part. I kind of turned our brains off and just went for it. What don't we want in this matchup? Counterspells are like medium. Definitely want the removal for Shieldred. Shieldred just made everything difficult. We have Pithing Needle for, we didn't see Boseiju. I wonder if they might have one in the sideboard though. Soul Guide Lantern for Tarmogoyf, Map, Shredder. Everything's pretty relevant. We'll go down like one Pixis. Everything else, Spellskite for protection, maybe. I don't know. I feel like, we're mono blue. We're trying out these counterspells, so like maybe we want them. I don't know. Because obviously I want Spellskite because it's so good. And I think because we're low on clock, we are going to try to be the aggro instead of the mill. But I mean, if we win game 2, it doesn't really matter, right? So they do have Vindicate, but they have Prismatic Ending as well. So Spellskite for Prismatic Ending is pretty good. Maybe go down like one Needle for Grist. Hopefully not Boseiju. I mean, I feel like they have to. So 3 cards. We want Spellskite for Prismatic Ending, Dismember for Shieldred, Hand Disruption here. Maybe we'll go down to that, and then, I don't know, you guys let me know with that sideboarding. I think that's hard. 1, 2, I mean, this hand's great. Like, even if they take something, that's fine. Like, there's so much for them to take. Bridge, War for Bridge, turn 1 Preordain. All right, they just straight up take Bridge. All right, we're gonna play Island, Preordain. Nice. Okay, Spellskite, Misty. Always F6 in here. Gotta value the time here. We're at 12 minutes. All right, we draw Spellskite. I'm gonna play out both Shredders here for just because they know about at least one, and I don't care if they Prismatic Ending it. You could play out Spellskite for protection first and then play out the stuff, but I wouldn't save. I mean, I would assume that they would play it correctly to where they would put it for 2 colors, so that way if I redirect it, it would eat Spellskite as well. There's Bowmasters, yeah, sure. All right, and again, we're not going to mill ourselves just yet. They shotgun a Temple Garden here. They Vindicate my island. That's scary. All right, we draw another island. I guess that's a reason to play Spellskite out, to be honest. I wasn't thinking the island play, so that's actually pretty good for them. So this blocks. Yeah, just destroy target island. Let's see if they have Shieldred here. Really hoping they don't, but they're tapping quick like they do. All right, so they just, yeah, there's pending. All right, they hit us for 2. We draw Leyline of Sanctity, which is going to be fantastic cookbook fodder. So we can crack this for get an island, discard Leyline, and eat the food. And they have the Shieldred. Oof. They have a really good curve coming here. And this is an opponent too. It doesn't target, which is sad. So now they're on the Shieldred plan. I might almost I might concede early. We're going to need an island here, and then we can Whir of a Bridge. They only have 2 cards in hand too. Crucible of Worlds. Wow. Good draw. Play Crucible, play Island, and if not an island, it's like the best draw, especially because we have Misty, so we can just get a bunch of islands now. And we're probably going to be on that same game plan. Well, it looks like they're killing our stuff. Yeah, I'm just going to concede to save time. Yeah, this card's absurd. And it's destroy each too, so we just got to hope they don't draw that. We don't have any disruption, or I mean, we can counterspell this if we do get to draw it. So we're on the play this time. Man, Crime Punishment is disgusting. And the fact that they had that main deck. All right, let's run it back on the play. Let's hope for a Leyline, I think. Not a Leyline, but everything's like too good to throw back here. Island. I'll lead off on Lantern. All right, well, I'm gonna let them draw that because we have Rebuke. And I'm really hoping that they don't have hand disruption, which 99% they do. Draw a second one? No. Okay, they all right, so they have the Inquisition. No, we're not winning this match then, unless we draw like 2 counterspells. But the fact that they have 2 Crime and Punishments, that's insane. And this comes into play tapped, and we're drawing Whir. I guess we just play this tapped. Play Shredder, Mill Shieldred. I mean, at least we have Bridge, but that sucks that they just have that. All right, no plays. Leyline of Sanctity, Inquisition. All right, we will play that out. Play out Bridge. If they Inquisition us, I guess whatever. They take our Whir. Orcish Bowmasters. Yeah, I mean, if they Inquisition us, then it makes it easier for us to discard Endurance. I mean, they can just like wipe our stuff whenever they want. Get it for 2. If anything, I want them to take Whir because it's uncastable right now. It's just going to sit in our hand. All right, so let's do this. See what we draw, and then maybe we can... All right, Island. We want to draw the Island. Oh, they just got rid of our Saga. Okay. I was wondering why they did... Now they're going to... Oh, wait, they got Temple Garden. Interesting. They did it for 0, which scares me. They draw Endurance, which we don't really care about. We have Whir for 3. Whir X equals 3. The Inquisition. All right, we're going to Whir here and really hope that they don't have Vindicate, because we're going to get a Crucible and... so we can get back ley lines. Otawara. Take or Dismember. They can't attack anymore. They have Godless Shrine on top. All right. So that's annoying. So we're going to play Saga out, which means we have to Otawara, but that's whatever. Godless Shrine. We'll take 1. And maybe we're on the beatdown plan. We do have Bridge out. They shock that in. That's not good. Does that mean they have Shieldred? If they do, we're just going to Otawara it, I guess. They get him for 1. If nothing else, too, we can always Otawara one of our things if they try to kill it. The One Ring. Ugh. It's like the bane of our existence here. All right. If they try to draw with it right now. Wow, they didn't. Okay. I mean, I'm just going to Otawara it right now. Draw land. We're drawing map here. We'll play map and I guess pass. So they do get to replay the ring for more protection, but we don't really care. The ring is going to be a huge problem because they're going to draw so many cards. And we're going to have to Shredder this. 5 mana? No, come on. Man, they have like 3 punishments. All right. I mean, we could get Academy and rebuild. I'm just going to get a Saga here. All right, they hit for 1. I mean, so we got rid of our bridge and stuff. So I'll make a construct here. I guess it's like not the worst. For some reason, I was thinking it cleared everything. Could get Shadow Spear if we're on the beatdown plan. Let's get Shadow Spear, whatever. Play out Saga. I'm not going to equip. I'm going to hold up Dismember just in case they have Shieldred, but they're going to play the One Ring. That's fine. I mean, them blowing up the bridge kind of helps us because now we're on the another Beseech. Okay, well, oh shoot, we can't do that. We have to do that at their upkeep. Oh, but they can draw. That's so annoying. They can draw in response, or they just get to cast that and get Shieldred. So they do have protection here. Play that out. I guess we will, and we will make them we'll make them activate Ring, take 2 life if they want to draw the Beseech, which they're going to because get Shieldred out. Prismatic Ending. That's also really annoying. So the problem is once they get Shieldred out and then they have the One Ring, they're just going to be gaining a bunch of life. So it's going to make it really, really hard to deal with. And they have 38 cards in their library. I don't think we're going to be able to mill them out in 6 minutes. So us getting rid of Bridge to make more constructs, I think, is the play. If anything, we'll just get a Needle for their ring, but it looks like they have pending for construct already or for Shadow Spear. But if it's just 1, then it's for the construct, which again is insane that they drew the Crime and Punishments just in the top 10 cards. cards. Play the land tapped. I don't know why they're not just like beseeching here. They do have to sack the ring if they want to put it in play. Yeah, they get rid of the Shadow Spear. This deck just really folds to exile effects, which is pretty frustrating. All right, so they do bargain. They definitely get Shieldred and cast Shieldred. Unless they get the ring, I don't know. I don't think they would get the ring here. I feel like they have to get Shieldred. Unless they have something else, some goofy stuff that we haven't seen yet. But we're going to crack this regardless. We don't have lifelink anymore, which sucks. We're really counting on the lifelink trample to get us there. But they're at 9. They're not going to be getting life. All right, face down card is, what's it going to be? They're not casting it? All right, we'll make a construct. I thought you have to cast it. Oh, it's not like this turn. It's just cast it. All right, well, we're just going to make constructs. And I guess we're just going to needle. Do we needle the One Ring? Or just get Cookbook? I mean, if they play the One Ring, I'm just going to get Cookbook here. Screw it. Discard. Unless they got like Damnation or something. I don't know. Oh, God, I'm so stupid. I could have just dismembered Bowmaster. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I was not thinking. If we lose because of that, I'm sorry, guys. Punishment. Yeah, that's my fault. They're at 2 life. I guess they just got punishment, like their 3rd punishment. That's insane. And then Grist. Oh, man. Man, did we just throw that? All right, we're going to get Inventor's Fair, I guess. Oh, Academy Ruins. That is huge. That's what I wanted to get. I was going to end up getting something for that. No. They're going to put back everything in our deck. Yeah, they target us. All right, I guess we're going to Inventor's Fair for it then. Oh, that's going to be way too slow, too. Are we going to Inventor's Fair for Bridge? Probably not. Damn. I can't believe I did that. That was literally game. All right, Inventor's Fair. Maybe we just get Crucible, play Crucible. Play Inventor's Fair. 3, 4, 5. Do we just die? We might just die. Probably just die to this ult. 1, 2, only 3 creatures in the graveyard. I think we have to get this. Oh my God, I'm so mad at myself. Play Crucible. What do they have? Endurance. Oh yeah. All right, I'm just gonna scoop to that. We knew they had the endurance too. Can't believe that. That's my fault. All right, match 2, we're on the play. This hand has some stuff, so we're gonna keep it. We have Islands for Preordain, some Counterspells, T-West for Searching. Let's go Preordaining here. All right, I like it. We'll keep both on top. Let's see if we can get our heads back in the game on this one after that unfortunate punt. And it's weird too. It's so much harder online. Like I feel like in paper, it's so obvious like what to do. And here, especially because you're against the clock here. In paper, we wouldn't have been against the clock. We would have won so easily. So another black deck, another Thoughtseize, sure. So again, that's why we put Ensnaring Bridge second and not Lantern. But we'll see what they take out of these. I would assume Rebuke. No, Lantern. Okay. Right now we're on the beatdown plan. So Bridge isn't the greatest here, but sometimes again it's like lights out for a lot of decks. So we're gonna play out Saga, trying to stay ahead on the time as always, but this deck is crazy hard. Lots of lines here. They fetch with Delta, so this could be Scam. This could be like most likely Scam if it's like one of the only Blood Crypt decks. If it is Scam, I don't think they can beat Bridge game 1, and they're gonna have a lot of pushes and bolts and stuff for our constructs, unfortunately. All right, just Ragavan. So we're gonna make a construct to block that, but I'm assuming. Oh, okay. So this is Scam. They pitched another Thoughtseize for Grief. I guess they're gonna scam. They're gonna scam Grief us here. I'd say this is like a pretty good start for Scam. Get the Scam package, get Ragavan down, take Bridge, which would have been fantastic. So now we're gonna just rely on our constructs. We're gonna take some beatings here. As long as Ragavan doesn't hit like a Shredder or something, that's the worst. And then also, they have 2 cards in hand, most likely removal, and then they're just gonna like kill our construct before we get the block. Do we care if Ragavan hits us? I mean, I'm gonna make a construct regardless, just to see, like if they're gonna kill it, they're gonna kill it, but we'll make it pre-blocks to like solidify that they're gonna kill it. Make a construct. Oh, Bowmasters, ugh. Yeah, I mean, that was gonna get us regardless. Damn, their start is like the nuts for Scam here. Just like the perfect curve. All right, so they do hit us here. We were gonna get hit with Bowmasters no matter what. Let's see what they reveal. They hit the Shredder. The one card I didn't want them to hit. But see if they play it out. We don't really care, I guess, because we're not scamming. Okay, they're just going to keep their treasure. All right, we draw Pixis, which is like whatever. I'm assuming they have like another form of removal here. I mean, I guess we get Shadow Spear. Play out Saga. We just got to really hope these tokens live. Play out Pixis, but most likely not long for this world here. And then we just send it back. I'm waiting for this to be like a push. Oh, no. Okay, so they do not have removal unless it's Terminate. We're going to be getting hit for 4, 5, 6. So what sucks is that if we do block here, I'm not going to block there. If they have another Bowmasters, then they get to kill this. They hit, what they hit? They hit a land, okay. All right, so by not blocking Ragavan, gives them 5 mana. So if they have Fury, they just get the Fury or Construct here. If they have Fury, I'll just scoop. There's like, you have to play around a bunch of things. Like if they have, I was playing around a Bowmasters. I mean, they could just have a land in hand naturally. play Fury. They have to have a land and Fury, or just, yeah, they're just gonna have Fury. I guess maybe we could draw Bridge. Pretty annoying. I would say this is definitely like the nuts for Scam. All right, that's a little delayed. That would have been nice many turns ago. All right, I'm just gonna play this out. We're gonna have like one more to 4, 5, 6. No, we don't have any turns. Nah, we need a bridge like that turn. All right, against Scam, we have Dismember, Leyline of Sanctity. We're gonna cut Counterspell, and we'll cut a Pithing Needle. Actually, we will play Pithing Needle for they're gonna play like EE and stuff. Playing 61. This is like an amazing hand, but it has no land, so we're gonna mull. Oh, okay. We have Leyline. We'll keep Preordain, play Leyline. Hopefully they go for like the Scam Fury play, and then they just get blown out. Shredder, and so we don't have a second land. I'm gonna have to bottom both of these. Okay, that's a good one. Those would have been good draws if we had the lands to support it. Blood Crypt. If they shock this, oh no, they didn't shock it. I was really hoping for a play Saga and then just pass. We're gonna have to hold open Dispute or Rebuke too, because if they have hit Hitotsugu for our constructs, that's gonna be really annoying. They could also needle some things, put EE on like 1 or 0 for constructs. I wonder if they just like kept a Scam Grief hand. That's really good for us. Another Saga, that's huge. And we get to do everything at like instant speed, so we will probably hold up Rebuke and not make a second construct. Because if we just go all in on constructs and then they just blow it up, that would be unfortunate. I wonder if they have Moon. No, they wouldn't play Moon, right? There's no way they're playing Moon. They're playing Blood Moon. All right, I mean, I guess we're just going to counter this, unfortunately, because we have another Saga in hand, and I really don't feel... I can't believe they have Blood Moon in against just for Sagas. I don't think that's worth it. Unless they had like no other sideboard cards, which I think they could easily board out Moon. All right, so now we're forced to make a construct and... oh, wow, that's a huge draw. Now we just have unlimited Sagas. All right, we're going to get Shadow Spear, play out Saga. Hopefully they don't have another Blood Moon, because then that just makes this Crucible plan awful. Or assuming that they have like a Fury or something. I would love if they just like Scam Fury us though. I wonder if they're thinking about just hard casting Grief here. Fable. Okay. Well, that'll let them get rid of a bunch of like Griefs and stuff, or Thought Seizes. I'm gonna Dismember this. I don't want them to ramp up, and I'm gonna get in for attacks anyway. So now we have the plan of Soul Guide Lantern. So we could make another construct or play Crucible and play Saga. I'm just gonna make another construct now. It's a little awkward, like we're missing our land drop. All right, they're fetching. Are they gonna make me regret not playing Crucible? All right, they shocked that in. I'm assuming this is dying. That's a shame. All right, and I guess we'll pass. I guess the downside too is we should have just played out Crucible, Saga, Soul Guide Lantern. That was the better play. It wasn't worth it just to get like one more point of damage in that turn. Let's see how many Thoughtseize did they discard, or Inquisitions. Oh, 2 lands. Ooh, wow, they're down 6 minutes. Another Fable. All right, I'm probably gonna just float here and just make a big construct, a bridge. If we float, we get to equip and attack. I think we can get a Pithing Needle, a name Engineered. I'm gonna name Explosives here. Play out Crucible. So we're doing this also because this is gonna be the only time we have 3 mana enough to play Saga. Do they have another removal spell? Oh god, that's so annoying. I feel like our opponents kind of have it all tonight. Is that just me? All right, play out Soul Guide Lantern, eat Blood Moon, and I guess we'll pass. So at least we get to start cycling Sagas, if nothing else. But the problem is they're going to be making a lot of Goblin Shaman stuff. All right, they got rid of Grief. Yeah, maybe we save Dismember for Kiki Jiki. That's probably the safer play. Because if they're ramping, like what are they going to ramp into? And we can just kill it with Dismember anyway. And they pass. I mean, if nothing else, so it's tough too, because we could just play out Bridge and be fine. But they could have like K Command or, all right, Saga, add another Saga. And then 1, 2, we still don't have enough lands because we can't like make a construct and equip Shadow Spear. So we're just going to pass. Probably take a bunch of damage. Hopefully on this final crackback, they're going to get to make a bunch of Kiki Jikis, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can make a bunch. We can make blockers. They play another land. So more lands equal more reflection. So they can make like hit us for like 15 next turn if they want. So it's almost like tempting to, I mean, we can't even play. We don't even have 3 blue sources for Whir, which is sad. I was going to say we could just like instant speed, get a bridge out. I mean, we would have had to play the island and then not the Saga. Again, there's a million lines you can do with this deck. So like play the island, not the Saga, but then we don't get to activate the Saga twice. Maybe that's fine because we're going to be activating this twice, or we could just like float mana to equip. Like it doesn't help that opponent's a million minutes here. Like we're supposed to be the clock deck. All right, they're tapping mana. I wonder if they're just going to hard cast Fury here. They're just going to cast Grief just to get a clock. The copy Grief? So they're doing this now. I don't know why they're doing this now. I mean, I'll bite if one of their 2 cards is like a 3rd removal spell. Gonna be really sad. I mean, I'll block. If they want to bolt it, I guess they can. Just really hoping they don't have the third bolt. Please don't have the third bolt. They don't. Okay. All right, that was really weird by them. All right, so we'll float here, get a cookbook, make a construct, play Inventor's Fair. Looks like they're like are they F6? Please don't kill this. All right, we're gonna attack. Please don't kill this. Yes, okay. So we play the Inventor's Fair instead of the Saga just so we can get some life gain, even though we're at 19. We also have cookbook for, I guess we could have used that. I meant to use that, but I was like so worried about them not blocking. All right, then we'll pass. They can still make, if they wanted to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19. We still might be dead. Well, I mean, I guess if they don't see it, just hardcast Fury. Okay, so that's good. So we should be dead, but we didn't really have, the only play we had was if we knew that they were going to do that, we could have held back with Shadow Spear and blocked. Okay, so they're going to copy. Oh, shoot. Copy. All right, so they're going to do it this way, I guess. That's fine. Is it fine? It's not fine. Okay, well, because they did it that way, now they have to waste, because they only did 3 damage to this to kill it. They should have put 4 to it because they did that. Now this doesn't die. So they have to copy it again, which it doesn't really make a difference because they were going to do that anyway, but it's just something to be aware of. So 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, so we're going to attack, gain life, and then I guess just play bridge. We don't have anything for this. We're down a game too, but they're at 9. I think the clock's just going to be their downfall. All right, so they successfully did that. We're going to get hit for 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to get hit for 15 here. And I guess we're just going to slam bridge. There's a way to kill this, and then we could just win that way. But they might hold back because they're afraid of the crackback, which makes sense. Take 12, go to 7. Always gain life with Inventor's Fair. I guess we're just going to float this mana. We'll get oh, actually, we can just get a needle and name Reflection of Kiki Jiki. Why are we doing that? This is 9. Go for 10. Just trying to think if we could if we hit for 10. All right, we're going to go for a tricky play here. I'm going to attack, see how they block, because we have Whir for an artifact and we have Cookbook for an artifact. If they try to live, there we go. So we sacrificed, or we made a food, had Exacxes, and that was a lot closer than it needed to be. Spellskite's looking pretty good. I think Leyline, like we have to like model Leyline. Leyline's just so good. I think I'm gonna go down 1 Lantern, 1 Shredder, go up 2 Spellskite and try that. We won't have to like multi Leyline. That's just the nuts. We also have 61 cards, so let's get rid of map here. Actually, we'll keep map. All right, we'll keep map and get rid of Pixis. See if we can get that Leyline again. All right, this isn't the greatest hand, so I don't mind mulliganing this. 3 islands. This is late game, early game, medium mulligan. We're gonna put back an island and then just play Leyline and just go bridge and hope for the best here. I just wish we mulliganed even more if we were able to. Hopefully they don't go Ragavan though, but that's what it looks like it's gonna do. Ragavan's just gonna kind of run rampant on us. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of here. With this hand, there's a rebuke. Play island, go. Yeah, this is like worst case scenario here. But I think with bridge and Leyline, I think it's a keep, even though it's kind of like Ragavan's gonna get in. I guess what sucks too is if they land a Blood Moon, I don't know how we beat that, other than we just go on our mill plan. Oh, thank God they can't play that. And I'm glad we didn't draw that either. That would have been stuck in our hand. If they play that, we're just like screwed. If we're on the Lantern plan, just like counters Codex Shredder. They're just gonna play Fable here. So now they get to double ramp, which is terrifying. And we're just drawing lands. We definitely don't want to be drawing lands here because we want to empty our hand here. Saga would have been the best, even though it's a land, and we can't even use this to help pay for rebuke. They pitched 2 Furies. Wow. I'm surprised they did that. They could just cast a Fury this turn and just have we just really can't draw lands anymore. If we draw lands, then our bridges are going to be useless. I would like to draw a Cook unless they have the 3rd Fury in hand. Why do I feel like they have the 3rd Fury in hand? Yeah, I don't think we need to play land, play bridge, and we still get hit with Fury. Preordain. That's so frustrating. Yeah, I think we just lose. Our hand's just too bulky. Play out bridge. Go for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go to 4. I guess we'll Preordain first. Bottom, top, Preordain. Bottom. We need a 1-drop. Okay. I mean, we're going to go to 4, I guess. I mean, and they have all their bolts. They kept all their bolts for whatever reason. Especially if they shock that in. Not looking good. Man, we're 10 minutes up too, but it's just not going to matter. We'll take 1 more draw, but they can just copy one of these and just kill us. So land, bridge. Yeah, I don't think we're always going to have 2 cards in hand. There's nothing we can do here. Especially if we draw a land, we just lose. Unfortunate. All right, match 3 on the play. This hand does a little bit of things, so we'll keep it. Saga, we have early drops. Put a mulligan to 6. It's a weird thing with this deck is like does just a bunch of things medium. So, but we'll end up talking about that at some point, probably at the end. Ketria Triome. All right, so we can assume this is, ooh. All right, so we definitely don't want to mill them because they have Goblin Engineers in their deck. We'll play out Saga. I guess we'll mill them one more time, see if we can hit something with Soul Guide Lantern. Just a land. Play out Soul Guide, Ether Engineer. So it's probably like Urza combo. They have their own Saga. I feel like this is going to be a tough matchup because they have the Saga. Like if we want to play Bridge, we could do that. Maybe we make this like a Lantern. I mean, maybe this will probably go get a Lantern. See if we can play the control game a little bit. We can Whir for Bridge. But they also play Counterspells, like Metallic Rebuke like us. But who knows, maybe we can make bigger constructs. Ooh, another Saga. I wonder if we just like needle their Saga. Would that be, is that like too cute? I don't think so. Like we could we could needle their Saga. We could Whir for Crucible. I think because they already have 2 Sagas out, it's like tempting to just needle. Especially if they, so the funny part is, oh wow, we drew Lantern. So we're gonna do this and they're not gonna activate Urza Saga because they're not gonna think we're gonna needle it. No, maybe they were ahead of us. We're still gonna do that though. Damn, I was really hoping they were sleeping on it. Haywire Might. All right, we don't want them to have that. Get them for 6. How many Haywire Mites are they running? It's a real question. Now we have Whir for whatever we want. I mean, they could also needle, they could needle our Shredder. Then we have to go get a Pixis. I mean, if anything, we could just get we could get a Shadow Spear. Okay, so they are going to needle our Codex Shredder here, which is fine. And we're drawing a Saga, which is pretty funny. All right, they're going to fetch that away. Okay, so this is just Jeskai Stoneblade with Urza. That's fine. Oh, they have their own Urza. And we could always needle Urza. We could needle Stoneforge. All right, we'll untap. Play the Saga out, even though we can't activate it. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we can Whir for whatever we want. They have to block here. All right, let's make them see if they double block, and then we can just eat something. Because they have to at least chump. But they might like 3 and 3 or something here. No, they didn't. I guess we just let this go. They tap for blue, just because. And I guess if they play Stoneforge, we don't really care. If they play Stoneforge, I think they're dead. They're going to make a construct. We can always... Oh, they're just going to float. Okay. What are they going to get here? So right now we have Whir for Shadow Spear, equip Shadow Spear, and kill. Oh, Spellbomb. That's kind of annoying. So they can play Stoneforge and Spellbomb our construct. Man. And they can do that at instant speed, so we can't even Shadow Spear it. Are they just going to do it now? What are they doing? No, the One Ring. That's really annoying. And they can still activate that. I really wish we had a counterspell or something. Do we have to instant speed needle that? And it's gonna get them protection too. That's like the worst thing they could have played. This, man. This deck just like every other deck just folds to the One Ring here. All right, I guess we're gonna Whir here, I guess. It's so annoying. And they have Counterspell. That's so frustrating. It's just a time walk. I can get them for 1 for free. Yep. And we could have played it to where we tap an artifact too, so we have 1 mana for Soul Guide Lantern. That's a thing as well. All right, another Saga. Play this out. All right, we do have Whir for Ring again. They activate it. I don't know. This is annoying. We could get rid of Urza, right? They can't recast Urza next turn. Is that a thing? But then they get rid of a construct. 1, 2, 3, 4. It gives them 4 extra mana. What's the play here? If we get rid of Urza, they only have 2 lands. I'm going to bounce Urza here. Probably should have not tapped all my islands, but oh god, wait, 1. All right, so they activate the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered for that. So they're gonna go draw Cauldron for turn, which is a terrible draw for them. And then I guess this is gonna just get, well, again, they can Spellbomb whatever, so I don't like Shadow Spear isn't the play. Draw out of Desperation here. I hate that we can't see the cards that they draw though. They don't have pending. Is it Portable Hole? If they drew a Portable Hole and they have Spellbomb, that's just play Spellbomb. All right, we're gonna draw Saga again. They're on cleanup. So they're gonna Aether Spellbomb 1, block the other. Oh, there's Shadow Spear too. That's funny. All right, we'll float. I wish we could needle this. All right, we're gonna needle Aether Spell. We're gonna needle Aether Spellbomb and see if that does anything. I have a feeling it doesn't. All right, we're gonna attack with both. Does it do anything? 1 mana. So for some reason, all right, so we cast Aether, or we got Pithing Needle. We named Aether Spellbomb so that it couldn't kill the other construct. And I guess they didn't see that. All right, so we're up against Urza, Jeskai Urza combo. We definitely want like Dismembers for Urza itself. Stonebrain could be interesting. I don't think that's where I want to be. But they are running Alpine Moon, so that's something to, if they get that down turn 1, and it only affects us, so that'll be annoying, because that's one of our main win plans. But if we can, I guess just shut them down with the Lantern lock, that'd be fine as well. They're gonna bring in Mites too. I guess Spellskite is fine for Mites to fight off Mites. Dismember's good, Rebuke, Preordain. We'll, because they can name Shredder, we'll take out one Shredder. Keep the Pixis in, Cookbook. Gonna try getting rid of Cookbook here. I don't think we need it. Because we're on the bridge plan, we want to keep the bridges in. Gonna have 1/1/1. Lantern could be good for, because they have Goblin Engineer. And then maybe a Rebuke. This is a weird hand. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. It does have that, but one land, decent otherwise, but we'll mull one more time. All right, we'll keep this. Hopefully, I mean, are we gonna bank that they don't have, put back these. We're gonna bank that they don't have Alpine Moon. If they do, then tough beats here, right? All right, so we'll play out map first. They're gonna get the Triumph. And even if they did have Alpine Moon, they might not even play it. Are they shocking Steam Vents? Ooh, now they're gonna play like Alpine Moon and just screw us. I like that they used it on our map too. Engineer, go get a sword, unless they're playing like Dragon Engineer, Dragon whatever. Okay, they just get a draw an island, play Spellskite, and pass. Hopefully they don't have like everything. No. All right, they had the moon. I might just like scoop now for time. That sucks, man. That just like wrecks us. It just slows down our entire play here. Yeah, it's like the only card we needed them not to have, and then now we have Metallic Rebuke up. I mean, maybe they play an Urza, we counter it. That's best case scenario. I mean, this start though, like Spell Pierce into Engineer into Alpine Moon is pretty gross. I really wanted them to play a 4-drop. Opter Foundry. I mean, we're gonna have to counter that unless they have like another Spell Pierce. They did have another land though. I wonder if they're gonna get in with this or hold up the or hold up the ability. They do get in. All right, we draw another Whir and we're gonna pass. Not looking too good here. The Alpine Moon just completely wiped us. We would be so far ahead if they didn't have that. All right, I'm just gonna scoop to that. Save time. All right, we're on the play this time, so we'll bring that in. Got the Alpine Moon. Let's see. Take out map. All right, we'll keep this. Could be anything. We have 3 lands. We have Preordain. We can loop Saga if they let us. It sucks though that they have just bombs we can't deal with, which is just Alpine Moon and the One Ring. Let's see. We want lands. Do we want lands? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we want an island. So we'll top. Because next turn we can play out Saga and Preordain. Springleaf Drum. The same thing again. Nah, we'll bottom both of these. Counterspell. Play out Saga. Play Soul-Guide Lantern. Again, really hoping for no Alpine Moon. I don't know how much of a... We only have 1 Saga, so it's not as detrimental. Oh, no red mana yet. But they could play a creature and then Springleaf Drum it. Stoneforge Mystic. So this can go get Cauldra. And then this could be Alpine Moon here. Don't play Alpine Moon. This is like nuts tonight. This is like a 1 of or a 2 of. Man, so annoying. Like they need this exact hand. They have no red mana. They need exactly Springleaf Drum, creature, out, like everything just has to work out, and it's working out. So that makes Crucible pretty dead because there's no way we're getting rid of this permanently unless we like auto-aura it and then counter it on the way back down. Play Ketrium Trap, tap, and just pass. Shredder. All right, we'll play out Shredder and then pass. So we have Counterspell, we have Metallic Rebuke, but they're definitely going to have some type of interaction. They're just going to, hopefully they don't just have like Cauldron in hand. Okay, it's just still sort of the meek. So now we do need land. So now I kind of wish we kept that 1 island on top. All right, we're going to Rebuke it instead of counterspelling it just because we have the artifacts. Nice. Another Shredder. I guess we should start shredding them, to be honest. We have the Soul-Guide Lantern, or we have the Soul-Guide Lantern to kill whatever. And we do need lands. We could hold up Whir for something. Like maybe we just hold up Whir for a Lantern next turn, or there's a counterspell for a Lantern and the One Ring. Oof. So Goblin Engineer can get the One Ring back if we don't have this. But we can also just counterspell the next play. Another 4-drop? Jeez, man. Their hand is stacked. Luckily we have like the counterspells, but we have more counterspells than they do threats, but they're drawing like the good threats. All right, so man, this is just such a pain. We'd be so ahead if they didn't have this. Stoneforge, Flooded Strand. So end of turn, we can Whir for Lantern. I don't know if that's good enough. Or we just want to like get Bridge down. I don't know. They have another bomb here. It looks like we're whirring for Needle. Man, they went Urza, the One Ring. It's disgusting. They get protection. We have Rebuke up. I mean, I guess we just play this out for whatever reason. If we draw Misty Rainforest, all right, let's see what bomb they have this time. Haywire Might, and they can pay for it. So they're going to sack here. Yep. Exile my Needle. They have the One Ring. Yeah, this matchup does not feel good. The fact that we were able to just steal the first game, but these sideboard games, again, draw the sideboard cards and win. All right, and they pass. Ensnaring Bridge. I guess we play that out. They could counterspell it and then we rebuke. I'm assuming they have counterspell. Do they even care about this? They do not. Okay. Still gonna blind mill them. I think it's gonna do much. They're missing land drops, but it's like, oh, there's an Urza. The third Urza that they were just about to draw and spell. Oh man, untap. Oh no. I forgot too. That's Manamo. All right, they're just gonna draw a million cards and just win that way. We need to draw like another needle immediately. All right, they hit their land drop. They draw again. Oh god. I'm going to exile instead of draw because I feel like I don't want them to cycle rings back and forth because they most likely have like a Gauntlet Engineer and they can just, but again, sideboard card. What do they have now? The Stoneforge? Thopter, yeah. I guess we counter that. If anything, we probably shouldn't care about that, to be honest, because if they make a bunch of Thopters, it doesn't, oh my god. All right, well, they just have another Haywire Might. I'm just gonna see what we draw and probably just scoop. Ugh, okay. Lantern. Again, it doesn't really matter with this. Like, they can just draw a million cards and we can't control that. They sack Bridge, or sack Exile Bridge. Can't get it back with Academy anyway. And they, yeah, we're just gonna concede, because they're just gonna Thopter Sword us and Spellskite. No, yeah, we would have just got crushed. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Lantern is just, you got the one ring to deal with. You just got so many exile effects just wreck us. All right, match 4. Let's see if we can get some better luck this time. We'll keep this one. We have 3 lands. Preordain could be anything. Kind of on the control side here. We're just gonna like end up countering everything. This is definitely a better on the play hand, but we'll deal. All right, they just play Scalding Tarn and pass. This could be anything. So we'll lead off on Preordain. Opponent fetches. This is gonna get spelled Xander's Lounge. So this is, we have land on both of these. I don't think we need a third counterspell. Lantern I will keep though. But yeah, Xander's is, or Creativity is the only deck that runs Xander's Lounge typically. I'm not sure if this is 5 color Creativity, we're just going to get dumpstered again because they have Leyline Binding, Teferi, Ren and 6. Like we have Needle for, and they have like Boseiju and stuff too. We have Needle for some stuff. I guess we will pass with Counterspell up because we can't play land. Like next turn we can play Lantern and then hold up Rebuke. I wonder if they were probably like land shy and now they're drawing all their lands. Another Needle. Oof. Definitely don't want to see that. Basic Island. Okay, so it's not. All right, so they don't want to draw that. Or they're just going to get all their Triumphs. Steam Vents untapped. Another land. Bowmasters. Okay, so this is like Grixis Control then. I'm going to let this go. I don't really care about this. Because if they like slam a Shieldred or something, I'm going to be sad I countered this. Fatal Push. Get it for 2. Why am I holding their mana like this? That's the weird part. 1, 2, 3. Like we might probably want to Whir for Bridge. I mean, we could also Whir for Crucible if we get Saga stuff. I'm gonna play a Needle and see what they do. They're gonna have to like crack these. So we'll make them like crack all this. Lorien Revealed. Yeah, I don't know how we do against Grixis. I feel like Bridge just locks it up unless they, and then as long as they don't play Shieldred, or as long as we don't let them resolve Shieldred, they're just gonna get like a swamp or a mountain here, or a swamp. Watergrave on tap. What do we name against Grixis Control? All right, they have a Bolt there. I guess we'll name Otawara. Could be anything. And then I guess this will get a bridge hopefully end of turn. All right, they bolt us, sure. They draw another bolt. Wait, did they draw is this a third bolt? They shock that in. I don't know if they're playing like Death Shadow or something. All right, these counterspells are not doing it here. I don't know if they have a, I mean, if nothing else, we'll just counter like everything and then have this up. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna counter everything here. All right, so get an island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like they have to have a counter spell, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And they only have 1 up. Man. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right. I mean, I guess we just do this. This is 100% going to get countered, but I don't know. There's nothing we can really do here. We're sitting on 3 counter spells. They're just going to bolt us. Bolt. Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah. Our hand just like sucked. Jeez. All right. Against, I guess, Control. We'll bring in the Flusterstorm. Pithing Needle is not as necessary. Damn, that's a shame. Yeah, I don't know what's going on tonight, guys. It's just not our night. I'm just going to do that 1 for 1. Yeah, I really didn't think we needed to counter that Bowmasters there, but if they just untap and play Shieldred, we just like straight up lose. All right, we'll be on the play this time. All right, we'll keep. We have Preordain, Lantern. We can just do a bunch of things. Counterspell. Start with Preordain here. Don't need another Lantern. I think we need another island right now either. Another Pithing Needle. Crazy we drew both Pithing Needles game 1 and now again here. Delta go. Draw the island anyway. We'll play a Lantern out. Charm. Don't really want them having Charm, so I'm gonna Pithing Needle so that way they have to crack Delta. Probably gonna get another Xander's. I don't know why they're not getting that immediately. They're gonna shock that in. Are they gonna Spell Pierce this? Okay, Island Cycle. Okay. Watery Grave. Alright, there's Otawara. Tell me they have Force. We'll just name Otawara again. because it's on top. So we're drawing a Saga, so at least that's some threats. And then we can hold up counters as we do this. I was so close to naming another Delta too. All right, so they just played out. They might have held it just in case. All right, I'll play out Saga and pass. But playing that out too, I thought they had Bowmasters, but that means they don't get to play it. Cling. All right, we don't really care about that right now. They just play Delta and pass again. So we're going to be making constructs. Play a land, play Lantern out. We'll just hold up. I'm assuming they're holding up like bolts and stuff like that. So I don't think they want to draw this. Murktide Regent, sure. They want to tab out for that. Sauron's Ransom. Let's do... It sucks that they have Deluge here too, because it's like a win-win no matter where they put it. I'm going to hide Murktide to make it look like it's something like they need. I'm going to try that because they know there's a Murktide on top. So I think the fact that I'm hiding it might make it more enticing for them to pick. And this going into the graveyard, yeah, they don't really care that that goes into the graveyard because they can cast it for flashback anyway. And I don't think they're just gonna slam that. Man, they're gonna cast it and they're gonna have counter back up, and I'm just gonna lose because they don't have double blue. They can't actually, unless they have straight up counterspell, they can't drown it. Yeah, I guess we're on the Whir plan, on the bridge plan here. All right, we're gonna get a Shredder because we have 2 lanterns. I think that's fine. And it sucks we can't hold up Counterspell here either. So we're just going to Whir now for bridge and hope that holds. And then we have Counterspell for 1 more, whatever. I don't know if we care about how much we care about Bowmasters. Probably not much. They shock that in. That's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to mill myself here. All right, they're going to surveil. All right, so they wanted the Bowmasters. Fluster. I don't really want Fluster either. Take Preordain. Let's see what we want to draw off that. I think we want Telaria West because we want, let's see. And they're going to draw Thoughtseize for Counterspell. So we'll do this. All right, I mean, so they know that's coming, I guess. That's whatever. So we'll transmute. We could get, I think we just get Saga here. And then it's fine because if they Thoughtseize us, we're not going to like Counterspell it anyway. So I'm getting Thoughtseize because I want to get another Shredder or something. What would be great is if they Thoughtseize us before combat. All right, they're not going to do that. Come on, Thoughtseize. They might not, just to keep the cards in our hand, but okay. Yeah, I guess we'll mill this. Another bridge. So now they're going to Thoughtseize, I would imagine, because unless they just have like a lot of removal spells. They do have a lot of lands though. I don't know if they're going to get in because of the constructs here. So they only have 1 Otawara. I guess we'll make a Saga. They drown it. Yep, it's fine. Well, So if we make I guess we'll still make that. We can hold up Counterspell and make a construct and make them have to kill it again. We get to shuffle this away. We get another Shredder. I mean, we could always get Cookbook too, but I think we're at high enough life total to where we can start doing whatever. And they're saving their fetch land so that they can crack to shuffle away their stuff. Play another land. See if they get in. I guess they're not going to now because, all right, we're just going to mill them because it's end of turn anyway. We don't really want them having the bolts. If they want to draw that, sure. Do they want another Bowmasters? They don't want that milled, so they're going to fetch Drown. They're going to fetch again, probably. Oh, no, they didn't. All right, we're going to mill all the Drowns. That's a good one. Play out Soul God Lantern here. 8 Deluge. I'm surprised they're going to cast that now. We're going to counterspell it. Don't want them getting Deluge. Just like look at too many cards. I mean, I guess we'll mill the bolt. We care about counterspell? Not really. Especially with once we get Academy Ruins, we can just cast whatever. So now this is about time. All right, now we're just on the mill plan. They're going to counter that? It makes me nervous. Why would they counter Bridge? I'm going to, I guess, get it back with Academy Ruins just in case. 1, 2. I guess we can't cast it though. Cycle. Do this from the yard. They can escape it, so it's not the biggest deal. But it uses up a lot of their mana rather than just 1. If they countered Bridge, we're assuming that there's a... like they have a way to get rid of this bridge. And we didn't have any time to mill that before they got to activate that. All right, so mill them. Do we have anything else we want to get? No. All right, we'll draw that. Preordain, Saga's pretty good. Okay, top. All right, they're just going to play Bowmasters, play Saga. They can cling something else. I don't think there's nothing in the graveyard to cling. Get rid of Pierce. All right, we don't want them having that. All right, they can have the land. Bolt me, sure. I feel like they're just going to... They're setting up to get rid of Bridge, and then we just lose. Counterspell, I guess we'll get rid of that. Draw Counterspell, why not? Have protection. All right, just send it right back. This is a riveting game. Let's see what they have. More Clings? Always yield. Yeah, they can have Haul. Another Bowmasters. Yeah, I guess. It's just like, what do we counter? What do we don't here? I don't think the Bowmasters, like the 1/1s, I guess, could kill us. But if they attack, they're just going to die here. And we get to make more. We don't want them to have a bolt, I don't think. Thoughtseize. But yeah, we knew they had a Thoughtseizes. And they just have like Thoughtseizes and Spell Pierces and stuff. Tapping mana, are they going to cling again? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I mean, I guess I'll shred again. Ugh, no, we don't want them having that. That'll be milled. Another one? They can draw Murktide. We mill Dispute. They Thoughtseize our Counterspell away, sure. We're just gonna do this now. If they want to get one more Cling in, they can. So we'll draw that. We'll float. I'm gonna Pixis here. Then I guess we'll Murktide's a 27-27. All right, they have Archmage Charm. They don't have much left. Okay, and they concede. I'm glad they conceded and they didn't make us mill them out. So it looks like if we get a bridge down, I don't think they have much of a way of getting it down if we name like Otawara. It's tempting to bring in the ley lines. This is a weird hand, but I'm going to keep it because we have Saga and Bridge. I don't know if it's right, and because they're a Thoughtseize deck, so I don't really want to mull too hard for that. All right, we don't want to be drawing any more lands though. I feel like every time we keep land heavy hands, we just draw a million lands. Play Island, go. We can hold up Counterspell. Next turn we can Saga, Lantern, hold up Counterspell. All right, they just go land, go. Saga, Lantern. And if they counter this, we don't care. Bowmaster. Yeah, Bowmaster, sure. We're going to have to like counter the Thoughtseize and play Ensnaring Bridge. Best case scenario. Then we can start making constructs and hopefully they survive. All right, whatever. Okay, so they're going to take the only card they can take, which is Bridge. We do get to play Fair Out. Sucks we're drawing another land. We're just like super flooded. We've drawn nothing but lands. If we're going to draw a land, it's best land right there. And then we're assuming that they have bolt, so whenever we make a construct to block, they're just going to bolt it before blocks. All right, play fair, pass the turn. They island cycle. So they only have 3 cards in hand, which is good. They've had to use a lot. I mean, we have 4 lands in hand, so I don't know. I'd probably rather have their random 4 cards. They shock that in. So we're going to make a construct. They're going to bolt it. Yep, bolt it and pass the turn. All right, well, we're drawing... Oh, I was going to say we're going to draw another Saga, which would be nice, but now we're going to not draw a Saga. So we could Cookbook. Our Saga's bigger, or we can get Shredder here just because we have Lantern out. I think we'll get Shredder just to kind of filter our hands here. And we don't care about Fluster. I mean, they can drown these for free, which stinks. But we also have Teleria West for another Saga, which we can get in a couple turns. All right, we'll send it back. Another Bowmasters, wow. All right, hit us for 1. And I mean, if they just have like bolts, another Bowmaster. Okay, we're not gonna let them have a 3rd Bowmaster. That's absurd. Do they get in? Fine, I won't block. If they have like a Bowmasters in hand or something, I don't know, I'll take 2, sure. They probably have like Consider into everything because we're going to do this and they're going to Consider and draw Bowmasters, watch. Wow, they didn't. Okay, well, a Bolt is not what we want them to have either, but all right, gain a life. I mean, if nothing else, drawing so many lands here. We could have milled that, but I want to mill, I guess I want to mill this Bolt. I'm just going to do this now before they have that if we know. If they had the Bolt the whole time, I'm going to be so sad. Okay, they didn't. I'm trying to think if I want them to draw the Bolt or not. Like worst case scenario, Sauron's. Oh man, what? That's unfortunate. All right, I'm just gonna mill the Bolt now then. Man, cake him in. And we've legit drawn nothing but lands. 1, 2, 3, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands. We're gonna mill this at our upkeep. And then we can't block this because they have a Bowmasters. All right, they're gonna fetch, get something better on top. Please don't have Archmage's Charm and steal this. The 3rd, yeah. So we mill this and they get it back, sure. Yep. We'll take like 1 or 2 more draw steps and then just call it. There's no way we're winning with this hand. Or we're gonna mill this land, and if we draw a land, then still pretty awful. Don't really want that either. There's a bridge, but we have so many lands. And man, now we're gonna get rid of that. I guess we just make a construct to block. Do we just get Shadow Spear and just like pray? We could get Cookbook and start gaining life. I'm gonna get Cookbook here. Discard Misty, make a food. You could argue, play the land. Argue holding up Counterspell and just waiting just in case. So we kind of did that prematurely. Otawara, we don't want them having that because that will bounce our construct and we lose. Do we want Preordain? I mean, it doesn't matter. We have to mill this anyway. All right, they fetch. On something good. Nope, land. No. Okay, we have Counterspell at least. So we will draw the Preordain. Where's a good card? We'll Preordain before we play our land, just in case. All right, so is Rebuke. We'll draw that. It tells them we have it. Oh, ooh, I forgot about Bowmasters. Oops. Okay, well that was stupid. I mean, I guess we're just gonna like end up worrying for bridge. And we have to chump here. We'll counter the, oh, we knew about the Fluster too. Oh no, we can't pay. 1, 2, 3. No, we knew about the Fluster from like, that was forever ago. That was like in the beginning. And even if we 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I guess we do live at 1. We're going to live at 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Discard, island, eat a food. And there you go. Sadly, we have to play this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're going to work for bridge here. Discard, rebuke. So now it's a time thing. They've Consider. All right, we're not going to mill them immediately. because they have Consider. Drown in the Lock. All right, play out Lantern. Now it's a clock thing, which is annoying. Can we mill them in 5 minutes? Oh, they went to draw that. All right, we're going to mill that and see what they do. All right, they Consider. We mill again. They Surveil. How they have 2 Snapcasters? All right, we're just going to shuffle all their stuff. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Ugh. Wait, so when did they draw a Snapcaster? Did they just get K command and we lose? Man, I have no idea when they got Snapcaster. Oh my god, this league. All right, we're gonna call it there. That's 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. It's just I refuse to. All right, so that was Mono Blue Lantern in Modern. That league was I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys think. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 just did not work out for us. The games that we won were at least the first game, so before sideboarding when they just bring in all the hate and we just lose. As far as like Mono Blue goes, it just doesn't do enough. It does a little bit of everything, just like not good enough. So you get some counters, you get some stuff down, you hopefully counter things, but there's just so many things to counter, so many problems, things you can't counter like Boseiju and Otawara and things like that. Things from Saga, triggers. I'm just like not 100% sure how like you can win consistently with this deck. We threw game 1. We definitely should have won game 1. But other than that, I'm not 100% sure like what we could have done differently. Feel free to let me know. I'm always open to comments, critiques, constructive criticism, we'll say. So make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know. Let me hear it. But other than that, I really didn't care for this version. Like, I'm not a control player innately anyway, and this just doesn't do anything for me. But if this is something that you might enjoy, I would suggest trying it. You might enjoy it. You might enjoy the control aspect instead of kind of the proactive prismatic ending Thoughtseize, which is what we prefer. But that'll do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.